Hey guys, it's Yoli. Welcome back to the Dreamscape Lounge. I'm a manga merch collector and I have been hunting down a drama CD for a very long time because I love me some Japanese editions, but international shipping can be such a struggle, so let me tell you about Buyee. They're a proxy service with affordable fees and international shipping. Plus, they're partnered up with a lot of official stores, so you can get a wide variety of items such as manga and anime merch, TCG, plushies, manga, DVDs, CDs, you name it, Buyee can probably get it for you. So no more kissing goodbye those special editions, cafe merch, and even in-store purchase bonuses. I've actually used Buyee several times in the past, so I've partnered up with them to offer first-time users a 10% off discount on sign-up for their first haul. I'm gonna leave the link in the description, so let's get into the video. So first things first, go to Buyee and create your account. So we're gonna be shopping at Comicomi Studio and Café Collab for my drama CD and Maya merch. And I actually found some more stuff before my order shipped, so this haul's gonna get pretty crazy. Comicomi is pretty much a BL specialty store, so they carry manga, merch, and drama CDs. Most of their items have store bonuses, such as signed illustrations and store-exclusive booklets. Plus, they're an official Buyee partner, so we can order to our heart's content. As you can see, the sea of choices in Comicomi is almost overwhelming, which can be dangerous for your wallet. If you already know the item you're looking for, you can just type in the name in Japanese in the search box. For this step, I would recommend reverse searching the title and manga updates to get the official name and just copy-paste it in. Otherwise, your item's not going to show up. And while you're at it, look up for a converter from yen to your currency, because this is going to help you reference numbers and budget accordingly while you browse and fill your cart. Little pro tip, but add $20 to your budget. And those are $20 you're not going to spend. These are going to account for domestic shipping fees and your cart's currency conversion costs. And now that we're ready, let's go back to Comicomi to search for either the manga's name or the mangaka's name. When you're in the listing, select how many items you want and click on the card icon. The release date is going to be right under the card box in a year, month, and day format. Once you're ready to check out, make sure you have the correct quantities of the items you want to purchase. And now you're going to go back to that yen converter, type in the total, and run the numbers. Once you're okay with that, go check out. You're going to go to Buyee's icon on the left of the screen and a pop-up should show up. Your overseas ordering cart is the cart you're going to be using to check out. Once you're transferred to Buyee's page to view your cart, once again, check everything to make sure everything is alright, because your purchase will be final and non-refundable. If it's all good, click on Proceed to Order page and there's one more step before checking out. So Buyee is going to ask you how you wish to proceed in the event that an item isn't in stock. You can select Purchase Available Items so that only one item is canceled, or you can cancel the whole order if the item you wanted was the reason you were ordering in the first place. Should you order something that's out of stock and Buyee has to cancel that selected item, you will see something like this on your orders page. If you're buying more than one item, I would recommend to purchase the items that are available, because sometimes they're going to come back in stock or maybe you're going to find them later, so this way you get to keep everything else. Next up is inspection and insurance. So Buyee has several plans to choose from, but they're all fairly simple. The light plan is essentially the free plan. That means no insurance and no inspection. So only choose this option if you've bought from a specific store before, or if it's something you know is going to get to you in one piece. If you want your items to be inspected, you're going to choose the inspection plan. So with this plan, you make sure that Buyee checks the item is okay before sending it to you. But it won't guarantee you getting a refund in case anything happens to it. That's when the insured delivery plan comes in, because in the unfortunate event that something happens to your package, you're going to be able to reach out to Buyee for a refund because the insurance is going to cover that total for you. I would recommend insuring your package if you're buying something that's really expensive, like a massive figurine that's worth like $1,000. And for all intents and purposes, there's a standard plan, which is Buyee's recommended plan. It covers both insurance and inspection. This is actually the one I use. But you don't have to choose because Buyee currently has a promotion where the standard plan and the insured delivery plan are the same price. So if you're going for a paid option, I would recommend for the standard plan since you're going to have the best of both worlds. Now that you have the specifics in place, it's time to place your order. Buyee will email you several times about your order status, if your order was placed, when the item arrived, if an item was canceled, attention required to consolidate packages, and so forth. To find your order status in Buyee's website, you can go to Cart, Orders. Once your order comes in, or if you have multiple packages, you're going to have two options: ship everything individually or consolidate your packages. For item consolidation, depending on how heavy your order is, I would recommend consolidating so you only pay for shipping once. But if it's a big box that's going to cost you more in the long run, you could consider shipping it individually. You will likely have to do this process twice if you didn't time your pre-orders with in-stock items, so always make sure to keep a close eye on those dates. For packaging, you're going to get your items placed in a box. Buyee is going to keep whatever protective bubble wrap your order came with. I remember in a previous order, They kept some of the envelopes my acrylic standees came in, and it added extra cushioning. However, if you want them to remove these and make the parcel smaller or lighter, you can reach out to them in an email, or you could ask them to throw out the package the items came in. To view these later, you're going to go to Package and Storage. That way you're going to see everything that's arrived at the warehouse. This is where they're going to ask you to consolidate your order, so just click on the checkboxes and click on Add Package Consolidation. From my experience, Buyee always packages incredibly well. However, if you feel like your order needs a little extra love, check on Add Protective Packaging as well. Once you consolidate your items, a day or so will pass. After completing this step, there's no going back. You're not going to be able to add any more items to your order unless you consolidate again. If everything is in order, select your preferred shipping method. Now, I feel like this may be the most overwhelming step out of all the process, so let's break down the terms from the least expensive to the most expensive. We have International Parcel, which is sent on ship. This one takes the longest, so it's the cheapest option. International Parcel Air is the usual delivery method by plane. It takes a couple weeks, probably a little longer. EMS is the usual delivery method by plane. This one also takes a couple weeks. For the priority options, we have FedEx and DHL. And the delivery time is usually around a week for FedEx. DHL can take a little bit less than a week, hence why it's a little more expensive. Whenever I'm importing, usually the only option I have available is DHL. If not, I will go with FedEx. But for some reason, FedEx is always cheaper when it comes to using proxies, so just choose the carrier that makes the most sense to you depending on your waiting time preferences and budget. Once you select your preferred shipment partner, you're going to see a breakdown of fees like this one. This is going to explain the fees for your shipping, and if you have any additional costs like insurance, protective packaging, a photo service that Buyee offers, and a clearance for customs. This is all optional, by the way. And most importantly, if the store you purchased from had a shipping fee. Remember those domestic shipping costs we mentioned in the beginning of the video? This is it. And now that you've taken care of that last payment, all you have to do is wait for your order to come in the mail. Well, let's take a second to talk about customs. So proxy websites don't generally take care of customs, so you're always buying at your own risk. So make sure not to buy anything that you know won't fly in your country. Now, Buyee has a commission fee for customs, so if you're importing anything particularly complicated, it's advisable to pay the fee. Right now, the customs fee that Buyee charges is for orders over 200,000 yen for specific countries, and that's around 2,800 yen, mainly for Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, and Malaysia. But since the customs process depends on the shipping country, I suggest reaching out to customer service just in case, and then maybe ask Buyee if they can handle this for you. Otherwise, you can solve things pretty quickly through phone call should customs reach out to you. I remember one time I ordered a really big package, and I mean a really big package. It barely fit through my door, and FedEx called me from Hawaii. So I handled them by sharing my order receipt and some general information about the items inside of the package. Now, these calls can sometimes happen, and they're just to make sure that you're not importing anything dangerous and to double check that you don't have any taxable items on board. And they will send you a whole list of what's taxable and what not, so you should probably check those laws before getting anything in case you want to know more or less how much you're going to have to pay. But this is pretty situational, so it usually only happens if you pass the $800 mark or so. So in the event that you're buying from a website that doesn't have Buyee as an official partner, here's what you're going to do. So for this part of the video, we're going to go to Collab Cafe's website. Like before, you're going to browse to your heart's content and keep an open tab with those links of items you want to buy. When you're ready, you're going to go back to Buyee's page to manually send a request to Buyee, allowing them to handle that purchase for you. Go to Buyee shopping request page found in their services section. Paste in the product link, enter the product details like name, price, quantity, etc. Important to note, you can add the comma on the price. And submit your request. Buyee is going to review and confirm if they can purchase those items for you. Now, this process can take around a day or two, but once approved, they're going to email you to notify availability. Then, you can go to checkout and the order is going to proceed. This invoice is going to include a small Buyee fee that Buyee charges for their service. It's usually around 900 or so yen. The invoice includes the item price, Buyee service fee, domestic shipping, and other additional optional fees. Now, since these are special orders, keep in mind that your order is likely going to be final. This means if you made a mistake or you don't want something anymore, you're not going to be able to ask for a refund. If it's all good, complete the payment through your preferred method, and Buyee is going to take care of the rest for you. And this is what's so convenient about Buyee. You complete a process and they handle literally everything else. And there you go, happy shopping. So if you're ready to make your first order, check the link in the description to get that 10% off discount. If you found this helpful, help the algorithm show this to more people by liking and commenting on the video. And if you want to see the rest of my haul, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next upload, because I will be unboxing every single thing that got here, and trust me, it's gonna be massive. But in the meantime, let me just show you how I'll Buyee package my order. And that's all she wrote, folks. I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!